It was a dark night in the city, and I found myself standing alone in the rain, lost and confused. My heart was racing, and my mind was in a whirlwind of emotions. I had just fallen in love with a man who had many lovers, and I didn't know what to do. We had met at a memorable party night at the mansion of a rich man, who was known for throwing the most extravagant and luxurious events. He was charming, handsome, and had an air of mystery about him that drew me in. Despite the fact that he had many mistresses, we couldn't resist the pull of each other. We began a hidden love affair, sneaking around in the shadows, trying to keep our relationship a secret. But as time went on, I started to notice things. Little things that made me question whether he was really committed to me or not. The late-night phone calls, the unexplained absences, and the lingering smell of other women on his clothes. One day, I decided to confront him. I demanded to know the truth about his many mistresses, and that's when he revealed the secret of a great betrayal. He had been playing all of us, using his charm and charisma to woo women into falling in love with him, only to break their hearts and move on to the next conquest. I was devastated to learn that I had been just another name on his long list of lovers. As I walked away from him that night, I realized that sometimes, love isn't enough. It's not worth sacrificing your self-respect and dignity for someone who can't give you their all. And so, I made the decision to move on, to let go of my hidden love, and to find someone who could love me wholeheartedly. For weeks, I struggled with the pain of betrayal and heartbreak. I kept to myself, avoiding social events and focusing on work. But one day, I received a message from an old friend. She was throwing a party at her house and invited me to come. I was hesitant at first, but eventually, I decided to go. Maybe it was time to try and move on from the past and start living again. The party was in full swing when I arrived. The music was loud, and people were dancing and laughing. I made my way to the bar and ordered a drink. As I was sipping my drink, I noticed a man sitting alone at a table across the room. He was tall and muscular, with dark hair and a chiseled jawline. His eyes met mine, and I quickly looked away, feeling embarrassed. But then, he got up and started walking towards me. I panicked, not knowing what to do. But before I could say anything, he spoke. "Hey, I'm Jack. Mind if I join you?" I hesitated for a moment but eventually nodded my head. He sat down next to me, and we started chatting. I found out that he was an artist, and he had just moved to the city a few weeks ago. He was charming and funny, and we hit it off right away. As the night went on, we danced, laughed, and talked. I felt like I had known him for years. And then, as the party was winding down, he leaned in and kissed me. It was electric. I felt a spark that I hadn't felt in a long time. And for the first time in weeks, I didn't feel the pain of betrayal or heartbreak. I felt happy. Over the next few weeks, Jack and I went on dates and spent more time together. We talked about everything, From our dreams and aspirations to our past relationships.